Today I want to say how to create company in Tally Prime Edit Log release number 7. Just I will click on the Tally icon, Edit Log icon. Then this Tally Prime will open. Here I will click on continue in educational mode as I have no license for Tally. So I am going to click in educational mode. Then this screen appears in front of me and now I will click on create company. Then I will see here this screen is appearing and where the path is, data path is in eDrive Tally Prime data. If I wish to change this data path, then I can change it from here. If I want this, I will create in F drive. Then it will be in F drive. Now I will create in E drive only. So I am escaping from here and again I will show you from the beginning. Yes. Create company. eDrive, I will install it eDrive. I will create this company in eDrive. Data path will be in eDrive. Company name. You will put your company name now. As per your company name, you will give your company name and now I am giving name as demo company. When I will click here in mailing name, this will same demo company will show. If I want to change this demo company as other company name, I can do that. Whatever I wish, I can do it from. I can change the company name from here. And now I will give address. Company address you may put here and I will give. Just one Kolkata. Then other you will put there and in the name of state I will give that state where I am operating my company as this will link with GST number and here I will put PIN number. As I have PIN number, so I am giving this. Mobile number, as your mobile number you will put here, fax number you may put here, email number, email ID you may put here. If you have website, you may give that. After that, this financial year beginning from will show. If as it is now running 25-26, so beginning date of the financial year is showing as 1st April 25. If you wish to entry data from back 2 years back, then you will give it as 23. Then books beginning from will 1st April 23. Here, one thing, F12 configuration, if you give this no, access control no, additional base currency no, then this will disappear from here, this scheme. But I will configure this. For showing you, I have shown that, and now I am giving yes, and to this yes, configuring. Now, security control user access to company data, showing no. I will give it yes. After giving yes, after changing it yes, now showing, asking for username administrator. Who is administrator? His username to put here as, I think, in a company where tally may run by 5 or 6 or more than one users, and all users have no same configuration, same accessibility. So only administrator has everything, every right. So administrator should create here, and I am creating through my name as administrator username, and now asking for password. This password should be remembered by the administrator. If she cannot remember by mistake, then tally will not open from her end, from his end. Now I am giving password. Yes. Now saying forgetting your password will render your data inaccessible. If you forget, then you cannot open this tally again. Now asking for enable tally audit feature. Yes, I will enable this audit feature. As I am here in a tally edit log prime. So I will enable this audit feature. Disallow opening in educational mode. If I give yes, then educational mode will not open. So I will not create C. Yes, I will stay in no. After that, enter, and I will go to base currency symbol, rupee, formal name, INR, suffix. If I want this rupee symbol come before the amount, then I will give yes. Add space between amount and symbol. If I want one space between symbol, rupee symbol, and amount, then I will say yes. show the amounts in million. If I want these all amounts will come in million, then I will say yes. Otherwise, I will say no. Number of decimal places, 2. Word presenting amount after decimal, which will present after decimal, paisa. Number of decimal places for amount in word, 2. Then I will press enter. After pressing enter, this accept or no screen appears. I will say yes. Then this will show username and passwords place. I will say that username, I will put this username as Sadhan, and I will give password which I have created there. After giving that, all these open here. In first time when you will create, then this scene will appear, and I want to show more options. So then I will give this yes. Maintain accounts, yes. Bill-wise and enable bill-wise entry, I will say yes. If you do not want any bill-wise entry, then you may create no. But I will say yes. Enable cost center. If you do not want any cost center, then yes, it will remain. It remains a no. If you want cost center, then yes. Similarly, enable interest calculation. If you want yes, then yes. Inventory, maintain inventory. If you want inventory, then yes. If you do not have any inventory, then you will say no. But I will say here yes. Integrate accounts with inventory, yes. Enable multiple price level, I will say yes. Enable batches. If you want to create batch for your product, then you will say yes. If you say yes here, then option appears maintain expiry date for batches. If you want to maintain expiry date, then this you may enable this. Yes, yes. Enable job order processing. If you want, say yes. Enable cost tracking. If you want, yes, then yes. Enable job costing. Yes. Now asking for use different discount column in invoice. In invoice, if you want separate discount column, then you will say yes. Use separate actual and billed quantity or columns in invoice, then you will say yes, otherwise no. Now, for taxation, enable goods and services tax, GST. Yes. When you say here yes, then this screen appears, and as in from creating company, when I said their state was West Bengal, then it is West Bengal. And now you can, as per your GST, it is, if you have your GST is a composition, then you select composition, otherwise regular SCG. Then assessee or of other territory. If you want that, then yes, otherwise it is no. No. Now you have to put this GSTN number, full GSTN number you have to put here. Then periodicity of GST. If your GST is quarterly, then you will select quarterly. Otherwise, you will select monthly. After that, GST username. GST username as per GST which has given to you. That username should put here, and mode of filing. Mode of filing, how to how to file GST from DSC, digital signature, or through Aadhaar card, EVC, etc. Now, if you select DSC, then after that, e-invoicing applicable or not. If it is yes, you will say yes. Applicable from date, from as I have created there in April 23, my books account is starting, so applicable from, I am giving from 1/4/23. If your GST starts from instead of April 23, suppose it starts from 1st July 23, then you will put in such a way. Otherwise, you will give 1/4/23. Invoice bill from place, from where your invoice bill is arising. If you suppose Kolkata or West Bengal, this EOA bill applicable. If it is applicable for EOA bill, then you will put here yes. Applicable from, you may change as your wish, and after that, applicable for interstate. If it is yes, then yes. Otherwise, if you have no interstate GST, then you will say no. If you have to create another GST registration for the company, then you will create yes, yes, otherwise no. Then escape. After pressing escape, this will appear and you say yes. Then set alter GST rate and other details. If you say yes, then this screen appears. HSN details, specify detail here. Use GST classification as you wish. Classification. You have to create this classification from here after giving name, and you may create that. Then rate, GST rate. After giving HSN number, etc. description, then you will create here GST rate. Additional configuration, if it is required, create HSN summary for minimum length is 4, etc. Then you will put here. Now I am escaping from here. Enable tax deduct at source. You will, if you have TDS portion, then you will say yes and enter. 10 registration number, you will put your 10 number, then deduct a company, then branch division, responsible person, who is responsible for deducting this, his or her name, father's name, or yes, designation, PAN number, etc., flat number, all details of his or her is to be put here, and mobile number, STD, telephone number, email ID, everything to be placed here. And now rate exemption details. If there is a TDS exemption applicable, then yes, otherwise no. Activate TDS in your stock. If it is yes, then you say yes, otherwise no. In such a way, you may configure this TDS portion. After escaping this, you may configure TCS. TCS, if you configure TCS, then you have to place a yes, and then similarly 10 registration number, collect company, branch manager, responsible person's name, etc. Similarly, everything to be written here, and IT exemption limit, if there is any, then you will say yes, otherwise no. After clicking escape, now this is VAT, excise and service tax. If these are applicable, then you will place here yes, otherwise no. Then online access. If you want, someone will access this through online, then you will give yes. And if you want synchronization through tally.net services, then you will say yes. After some next video, in one next video, I will show how to synchronize this method. And if you want a payroll in Tally, then you will say yes. Then if you enable it, enables payable statutory, then you will say yes. And after giving enter, if you will find this screen here in Provident Fund code number, you will put Provident Fund code number, and account group code, security code, whichever is applicable, and ESI code, ESI branch office, the standard working days per month. Then if you have national pension scheme, corporate registration number, corporate branch office number, income tax 10 registration number, income tax circle word, and if it will be other. If it is not government, then it will be other. Deduct branch division, name of person responsible to be given here, his father's name to be given here, designation, and for responsible person's PAN name to put here, and then escape. After that, others configuration. Enable payment request to share payment in the payment link QR. If you want to pay through Tally, through QR code, you will say it yes. Then this will appear, and give here name and payment method, UPI, and then create merchant profile, yes. After that, mark a modify voucher. If you want, then yes. If you don't want, then it will be no. More details you may configure from here. GST registration, company GST details, TDS details, TCS details. Already I have shown these things there, and you may also configure from here also. This is the company creation process, and I will back now, giving escape. Now I will say yes, and this position is here, and demo company, everything which I have configured is created. As I have not entered any voucher, so it is showing no voucher entered. After this, I have to create chart of accounts. In next video, I will show you how to create chart of accounts and ledger, etc., banking, bank reconciliation, etc., etc. Next time, I will show you. Thank you.